Hi, and welcome to part 2 of my learning D&D through Baldur's Gate 3 series. In this episode, I'll be taking the much loved NPC, Karlach, and recreating her on a D&D character sheet from scratch. If you're not familiar with the D&D character sheet or what the different sections are, I suggest watching my first video in the series where I recreated Astarion. In that video, I break down the character sheet, taking you through it step by step. Before we begin, please do remember to like this video and post your comments below if you find the video useful. I take time to read all your comments and welcome any feedback so I can improve future content. Right, let's get back to Karlach. Karlach is a tiefling. A tiefling is a humanoid creature that somewhat resembles humans, however, their bloodline is infused with that of infernal essence. This could be of devils, demons, evil deities, or succubi, to name a few. Depending which line a tiefling is descended from gives them different abilities. In the case of Karlach, she is a Zariel tiefling. This gives her the Thaumaturgy cantrip. Her movement speed is 30 feet, and she has dark vision. As a tiefling, she also has hellish resistance, meaning she takes half the damage from any fire-based attacks. When looking at assigning the default ability scores, which are 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8, as Karlach is a barbarian, her most important ability should be strength. That's where the 15 goes. The next most important ability is Constitution, which is where the 14 has been assigned. Dexterity, Wisdom, and Charisma follow in that order, with 13, 12, and 10. Making Intelligence her dump stat with 8. The ability score increases for the Tiefling race have been updated since the player's handbook was released, and instead of taking the previous increases to Intelligence and Charisma, you can now choose any ability to increase by 2 points and another ability to increase by 1 point. In the case of Karlach, she has 2 points to Strength and 1 point to Constitution. This is what the final ability scores for Karlach look like. Karlach is a barbarian. Barbarians are often defined by their uncontrollable rage and thrive in the bloody mess of battle. More often than not, they think with their weapon and not their brains, Leroy Jenkinsing their way headfirst with a great axe to solve any and all problems, however big or small. Being on the front line, barbarians need a lot of health. Their hit dice is a D12. This means that with her Constitution modifier, Karlach's starting HP is 14. They also have a special trait called Unarmored Defense, which sets their AC to 10, plus their Dex and Constitution modifiers when not wearing any armor. Karlach's AC is 13, which breaks down to 10 plus 1 for Dex and another 2 for Constitution. It's interesting to note that if you do have a barbarian, you can still gain this benefit with a shield. As mentioned above, barbarians have an insatiable battle lust, which is further exemplified in their ability to rage. When a barbarian isn't wearing heavy armor, they can enter rage as a bonus action, giving them advantage on strength checks and saving throws, as well as gaining a bonus to damage rolls made with a strength-based weapon. The bonus increases as your barbarian level increases. In addition to this, you also gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. The D&D Basic Rules gives all the details on how rage works. I'll put a link to that in the description below in case you want to read more on how to use rage and its limitations. Barbarians gain saving throw proficiency in strength and constitution. Additionally, they can choose 2 skills to be proficient in from animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, and survival. Karlach has chosen animal handling and perception. As a barbarian, Karlach has proficiency with both martial and simple weapons. She has both a great axe and a javelin equipped. The great axe is the preferred weapon of choice, dealing 1d12 plus 3 points of damage when she lands a hit. The plus 3 comes from her strength modifier. In addition to the standard actions that can be taken in combat, Karlach also has 2 rage slots she can use per long rest as a bonus action when fighting. As her dexterity score is 13, Karlach's initiative is +1. She has a +2 proficiency bonus, as all other level 1 characters. Karlach's background is a soldier. This gives her proficiency in both athletics and intimidation, making her final skill modifiers look like this. You can also see here the various personality traits and ideals that shape Karlach's character as well as her backstory, which I won't spoil for you in this video. All that's left to do is add some equipment and rations, and you're good to go. Creating Karlach is a pretty straightforward build, and as she levels up you will unlock more really cool barbarian abilities. Join me next time where I'll be looking at how to bring Shadowheart from screen to paper. Remember that you can catch my D&D live streams here and on Twitch, and don't forget to join our awesome growing Discord community, links in the show notes below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time.